That's the Hoko knife, H-O-K-O, Hoko knife. I'm going to show you how to make one of these real quick. What you're going to need is some either natural cordage or 550 cord. Pretty much anything goes on the cordage, but you do have to go out and find the stick. And this might be tricky for some folks. I've been knocking flakes off of this and made a few samples and things, but you can use glass, you can use flint, you can use obsidian, you can use quartz. It has to be, you have to knock a flake from it. It cannot be steel. It's got to be stone. It's all about just doing some basic flint knapping, making a simple tool, using the tool, and we're going to keep it at that. But the other thing, hammerstone material, you could, again, toilet bowl porcelain, whatever you got. Go out and find, there's beer bottle glass you could use, beer bottle bottoms, things like that. But what we're going to do is knock one solid flake off. Anything like that's going to do it. With the knife, you're going to cut a piece of 550 cord, and you're going to use a metal match and ignite natural tinder. Alright? Also, need some gloves or a glove and safety glasses. But the focus on a primitive, simple cutting tool. So I am going to use one of those myself. I'm going to modify this a little bit. I've been knocking flakes off of it, and I'm going to knock another flake off. Alright, so I got a nice flake right there. That I'm going to cut about halfway through. So those cuts, just one little angle, one, cutting a V notch in it. And I'm going to tap this with this log. You don't have to do it this way. This is just one way. Yeah, it's not going to go. Something to give you some leverage. And at that bend, you're going to pull back, and it's going to start to split. Hope you caught that. So bend this way, and then soon it'll catch on that, and it'll run down. Let it run about half the length, and then we're just going to break this off. Alright, there's your stick. it's split. I'm going to knock another flake off. Put my glove back on. Kind of a flat spot, little angle. It's pretty good, but it hinged. But right behind it is a pretty decent flake. I'm going to try to go for another one. Even something that small could be utilized. To prove that fact, I'm going to utilize it. I'm going to set this into the split. Be careful with this, your hands are open and it could possibly pop through the other side. Just set it in there, use a piece of wood, wedge it in good. That's your edge. Alright, next I'm going to soften this up a little bit so it touches. And right there, that's a lot of pressure that's going to be holding that blade. You can do this with the bark off of the twig itself and it works fine. For this, I've been messing around with this Turk's cap. It's a landscape plant. I don't know much of the history. I am looking into it though, but dry this off a little bit. You don't have to make cordage, you can just wrap the bark if it's tough stuff like this. But I'm gonna go ahead. See if I can get some good cordage here. Hands are just sliding. Lesson learned. Probably dust some crushed up dry pine resin on it and it will get a little bite on your fingers. Do another method here. It's taking too long. There. So I'm just going to knock this off. It's more than enough. This, starting on the outside, pinch it closed. Center down. And be careful because that flake is sharp. And once you get to the side here of the blade, you might want to dull that off if you keep cutting it. Just go once over the back and then continue on the other side. And the cord kind of I'm going to do one hitch right there. Oop, broke my cord, but I was going to cut it anyway, so that's perfect. Alright, with that, done. It's pretty simple process. I made it a little more difficult than it needed to be. So the first thing you want to do, any way you want, cut a piece of 550 cord. Alright, done. Next thing, I'm going to have to get some natural tinder because I don't have any right here. Wait a second, I just happen to have some right here. Alright. A little tinder bundle. Natural tinder ignited with Hoko knife.